Here's how to 10x your business through trade shows and also love them. I get it. Most of us don't like trade shows. I'd say most people hate trade shows. I think I'm kind of weird. I actually love trade shows. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to share with you my experience, my knowledge, all about how to take a trade show and not only enjoy the experience, but have it become an element of your business that is 10xing your revenue and sales. So to start, okay, there's two types of trade shows. There's the trade shows where you're going to be an exhibitor, and there's the trade shows where you're going to walk, okay? Those are the two styles. It's either your customers are exhibiting at the trade show or your customers are walking the trade show. That's what's going to determine whether you're going to have a stand yourself or you're going to go and walk the trade show. I guess there is the element where purely you're the client and therefore you're going to go and walk the trade show, but that's not what we're focusing on here today. We're going to 10x your business and we're going to do it through trade shows, okay? Major tip, get great shoes. Trade show floors are hard. It's a tiny, thin paper level of carpet, fake carpet, I feel like, that they put down. And one of the things that can make you just hate the whole experience is sore feet, especially when it's a longer trade show. Most of them are 3 days, but some of them will even run to 5. It's no fun once your feet hurt and you're exhausted and you're feeling like all you're really doing is searching for a chair. Hard to engage your clients and make sales when you're not in the mood to hang out and have fun. Remember, the experience, especially today, in today's digital world, trade shows are really a time to just get together with your clients, build a relationship, and have a fun time. The best time to tell people about new products is when you're having fun together. So once you've got your client in your stand, or you're at their stand and you're engaging with them, if you're in that great mood and you're having a lot of fun, guess what? You're gonna be able to get engaged, you're gonna be able to talk to them and tell them all about new product, and you're going to be able to sell much more to your clients and engage them. And that's gonna raise your revenue and take you to that next level that you want to be as a business. So let's say your business is still at a point where you might not even be able to afford to have a stand. So you have to start from just walking the show. So step one, we're going to identify the right trade show for our niche business. And it can be as obvious as the show is called, plumbing, the plumbing show, and you're a plumbing outfit, or coverings, which is a show in the United States all about everything to do with things that cover elements of your home, like tile and cabinetry and the such. Find the show that is great for you, register, and get to it, okay? And if you're walking the show, there's very specific methods that we're gonna use to make sure that you can be successful. First, the big boys, the dominant players of the industry, they tend to have the prime real estate right in the middle, okay? And it's the little guys that are all kind of scattered on the outside. Everyone gets gravitated to those big players in the center. If you're walking the show, I would advise go to those ones last. Why? They tend to be too big. They've got no buyers. They'll only have their sales team there and they won't be that engaged to buy from you. And they're too busy. You're a niche market player. You want to meet decision makers at the trade show. Get on the outside, walk to those little booths, because the little booths tend to have owners and decision makers working the stand. That is a major game shift for you that's going to enable you to build key relationships that you want to build throughout your industry, and also potentially make some big sales because you're talking to the right people at the trade show. I'm not advocating that you skip those big booths. Absolutely go to those big booths, get engaged, because you never know when one of those real big companies is going to be one of your real big clients. Next, let's talk about the moment when you can finally, now you look and you've got your own stand. Let's take the Burger King approach. Burger King opened up a restaurant right beside McDonald's in the hope that maybe just a few clients from McDonald's are going to spill over and come into their restaurant. You can take the same approach. A lot of people shy away and want to position themselves really far away from the market leader, or they want to position themselves far away from their competitors. Take a different approach. Put yourself very close to them. If you're not the market leader, you want to be positioned very close to where they are so that you can be in the right place for the traffic for your niche market business. You know, if you're launching a new car and you can position yourself right beside Ford or now Tesla or these big players, you know that everyone that's coming to the show is going to go to that stand that could potentially be a client of yours. Put yourself in the right location of the trade show to be successful. Okay? Also, go out and have a great time. I see this all the time. Trade show ends and people head back to their hotel, do their own thing and go to bed to wake up in the next morning. The trade show doesn't end at the end of the trade show day. So if it ends at 5 o'clock, part of your job should be setting up meetings, setting up dinners with your clients pre-show and also during the show. Asking, people as they come by your booth, what are you doing this evening? What are you guys up to? What's going on? You'll find that when you invite people, you also get invited. So when you start saying to people, I'll come out for dinner, come grab some drinks with us, wow, does it go full circle? Remember, everyone's there to have a good time. Everyone's there to enjoy the experience of maybe being in a new city. Maybe it's in Chicago, maybe it's in Tokyo, Sydney, Australia. A lot of times the people who come to these trade shows aren't from these cities. They want to get out and experience the city and be a tourist themselves. And now is an opportunity for you to host them in that situation, and you can make memories with your clients. And often you'll find that many of these clients turn into your best friends. That's what's happened to me, and it's really engaged my life and given me a wonderful opportunity to have many of my best friends that are right from my industry. And it's all through these experiences that we've had at trade shows. And it's driven sales like I would have never been able to believe. Also, be kind. You never know when you're going to need help. And then during the show, you need to be talking to people and asking them, engaging them like, hey, what are you doing tonight? Are you going out? Because that's when you get the opportunity to build memories and build lasting relationships, not with your clients. They'll likely turn into your friends. And at the end of the day, people do business with people, and having that kind of tight relationship with your customers is what's going to enable you to truly grow your business to that next level as a niche market player. So also, be kind. You never know when you're going to need that help from the booth next door. So as we're doing breakdown and as we're doing setup, those are major elements. You're going to need to, once in a while, you're going to forget something. You're going to forget a tool. You're going to need a little bit of help to lift something. Believe me, the more that you can give to the booths around you to help them, the more people will give back to you as well. Okay, then there's the pre-show. So leading up to the trade show is a major time that you need to be focused with your team to make sure that the trade show is going to be successful. So we want to be targeting with major cold calling, major BD aspects and elements leading up to the show. We want to have our marketing team blasting out to our client list, blasting out that there's going to be new product launches at the trade show so that you can be that much more successful. You want to drive traffic to your booth for an extended period of time leading up to the trade show. You want to do your best to set meetings up at your stand before the trade show ever happens. Think of it as being a sports team. The trade show is the championship. You don't just show up as a sports team and your first match is the championship. You got to do the training before you arrive. And so the training for you and your team before you arrive at the trade show is all of the BD efforts that are going to make sure that your sales are driving up, that you're increasing the contact with your clients so that when you hit that trade show, you've hit the floor running. There's also the breakdown and set up element of the show. Make sure to plan for that. Trade shows can be very expensive, especially when it comes to all of the shipping that can happen if you have large product that's very heavy and you need to transport it. Now we are attacking those costs through digital means, so all of our socials and digital marketing, and also just being able to do so much more marketing through video content, AR, VR. These are elements that you should be engaging into your business to help display more product in a more cost-effective manner at a trade show environment so that your business will be that much more successful, because at the end of the day, what you show is what you sell. Okay? If you're loving the content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and love the content, and comment down below. What do you think of trade shows going into the future? What are your biggest tips that you've learned on the trade show circuit? We're building a community, and I love being able to help you 10x your business. Also at trade shows, you need to remember, too often people are pushing to close the deal at the trade show. And you can, and if you love that, I've got another video, which you should totally watch, on closing the deal. But remember, it's not only about closing the deal, it's about creating the deals at a trade show. So at a trade show, you want to be focused on that, creating the deals, finding the leads. Often we end up closing the deal after the trade show. It's very rare at a trade show that you're going to specifically close the deal unless maybe you've been working up to that deal pre-trade show. And once in a while you do it. I've closed, big deals at trade shows from people that I just met that week. It's not frequent. Usually we're going to get a lead and we're going to close it after. So keep that in mind as you work a trade show.